Hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. In today we are going in this video we are going to continue our JMeter playlist. So in the last video we have learned about the UI of the JMeter. So in today's video we are going to start with the initial step or create a simple basic project in JMeter. So in this video I'll teach you the how to create a API testing in JMeter. That will be our first project. So let's get started. So this is the JMeter GUI that shows up once you start using the JMeter. So I've already taught you about what each section does in the JMeter. If you have any doubt, please check out the video. The video link will be provided at the top. First you have to create a thread group. Thread group is the most basic sort of structure. So inside that there are many things like listeners as well as samplers. So since samplers are like testing people, so samplers are basically for testing, so and listeners are for seeing the results. So we want to see we want to test our API or something related to HTTP. So we are going to add a HTTP one. In this there are a few details like the name. You can customize it however you want. So let me put it as project 1 and comment if you want any comment. Project 1 and code developer. So other than that, this is the basic data that you're going to be giving, the protocol. So if it's an HTTP protocol, you don't need to give anything, but if it's HTTPS protocol, then you have to mention it as HTTPS. Then the server name, I'll take a random server like a mock server from the internet and try to test it on that. But if you want to test it, you can use your own APIs and test that as well. Let me get the API. So I've got the API. So this is the dummy API. The link to this will be given in the comment section, so check it out. So the protocol that we are using is HTTPS. So if it was an HTTP, you don't need to mention it. The server name is the one that is given. Port number, if you have any port, local port, then you can give it. Type of request is GET. So other than that, you have a lot of other functions as well, like all the basic ones. And path, like if you have specific paths, you can add that. I can add the path like /1 over here as well, but I prefer it here. So now all I need to do is this is the part that this will test the API, but to listen the API I need a listener. So I will save this. So whenever you save any project, it will be in the form of JMX. This is the JMeter format. So save it in a place where you can find all your things. So it is a better approach. Next, to this we are going to add a listener. So listeners are the way we are going to see the results. So and there are multiple types of listeners. So you can have a view tree result or aggregate result or some backend listener or summary report, something like that. So when I go to this, all I have to do is browse. Okay, sorry, not that one, the one that I saved just now. So once I have to run it so that I get the data. Yeah. So yeah, it's run. Now I'll go here and open the data. Okay, error loading the file clog. Let's see it in the, yeah, you can see there are one and both of them have missed. I think there is some error in the API. So let's just first check it out if the API is working or not. So you can see that you can just use like this and check what is the errors in the APIs. That is very clear, you see. So if you get a data over here, then you will get data. So yeah, see, it's not found. So there is some problem in the API. Now I think there was a dash over here. Now let's try to run it again. You can see that all of them have missed. So if you take a better one, you will be able to see the result as well. So let's try to find on dummy API endpoint. So let's take this JSON folder. So this will be my API. Let's try to run this to check if it's getting me some data. Yeah, it's giving me some data. So let's put that here. Instead of this one, we'll put this. There will be no change in the port holder, other places and all. Then we have to run it. Oh yeah, and one more thing is, like, we have not configured the thread group. So in thread group, we have to define some properties like number of threads or the number of users. So the number of logs we want to say it. So it's better to have more number of threads. So you see more number of logs, and the ramp up time. So in how much span of time you want this to be completed. So if I keep it at 1, if all the users will do it concurrently without any without stopping. But if I give it 20 or 30, there will be a small duration gap of 3 seconds between each user. So let's give something called loop count. So if you want to do it once or twice or many, like infinite number of times, you can do that. Other than that, your action to be taken. If you find any error in doing this, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue, start to the next thread loop, stop thread, stop test, and stop test now? So these are the conditions that, like, features you can add. If any error happens, what do you want to do? So same user on each iteration, delay thread. These are the some other features that we are going to see in future videos. So we have configured it. Let's override the existing file. Now you can still see that there is an error. Okay, I think I have missed a part. This part should come here. Now let's run. Yeah, you can see, like, there was some error. I have to give it path as it is. So once I do it, you can see that it runs for 10 and these have successfully run. And you can see the report as well. So project 1, sample, average, minimum, maximum, version, error, all the details that you want. you can just test your API, how good is it. You can increase the thread groups so that you can to see if it really handles so well or not. So this is the way you are going to handle with our test APIs in JMeter. In the next video, we are going to learn more about listeners and add more listeners as well as more APIs, more other type of recorders like JDBC rec testing, all those things. So see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.